I think there should be a period in every single young guy's life where he is alone. And I'm going to tell y'all why. So, life is all about figuring out what you want and what your purpose is. Once you truly figure out what you want and what your purpose in life is, you can really start to orchestrate your perfect lifestyle and your perfect life per se, pretty much from the point that you discover it till the day you die. And unfortunately, for a lot of young men out there, and me, including myself, because I'm still young, I'm only 22, we have been around people our entire life, whether that be our mom, our dad. I mean, some of you maybe not, but you've been around your mom, your dad, your friends, social media, general society. You've been told to do this, do that, do whatever. You've been just told what to do. You've been told you should want this, you shouldn't want this, you should like this, you shouldn't like this. Like you've been told to think this way, not think this way. Like you've been told do this, do this, do that. You guys pretty much get the point, right? And because of that, your judgment on what you want and what your purpose is very clouded and gets very clouded by the people who you are around, because it is hard for you to be around people and for them not to cast their personal judgments and opinions and the way what they believe and the way they see the world on you, and then start to make you think a certain type of way, even though you might feel weird or disagree with it because you've been taught to like please people, don't try to make people mad or whatever, right? But the sad reality is that is not going to give you your purpose. That is not going to give you your dream life. No one can give you your purpose. No one can give you what you want. You have to be the one to discover it. And that's where I get to the point where every young guy needs to like not have a social life for some period of their life, whether it be for 3 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. Basically, you need to lose all feelings of FOMO and just be alone for like a couple years or a couple months. And with doing this, you will start to realize who you are more. You can now start to really pay attention to what your daily habits are, what you watch on TV, what gives you motivation, what gives you inspiration, what makes you mad, what makes you sad, what you really want, what you're really attached to. You can answer all these deep personal questions or deep personal feelings that you have about yourself and the way you see the world to start to really figure out what you want out of life and what you think your purpose is. Because as I said earlier, no one can give these things to you. And I don't want you to get to a point where you're a way older man, you're weaker physically, you're not at your peak anymore, and then you figure out what you want to do, and then you figure out what your purpose is. I'd much rather when you're younger go through this period where you're alone, and it might suck, but go through this period where you're alone and you don't really have a social life and you're not talking to a ton of people, so you can truly figure out what you want and what your purpose is in life. So then now the rest of your life you can use building it and fulfilling your purpose. You know what I mean? Because it's much better for you to go through that, be alone, understand who you are, than wait till you're like 45 and 50 and then find out who you are, and then you've lost all this time doing shit, pleasing people you don't even really care about, doing things to please the opinions that other people have about you or whatever. Like, I want you to live your true life as soon as possible, as young as possible, because unfortunately we don't get to live forever. So I want you to use most of your years on this planet doing shit that you actually find valuable in life, rather than doing shit that you don't find valuable in life, right? So that's why I personally believe every guy has to go through a season where they're completely alone, no social life. It's just them and their thoughts day in and day out for an extended period of time, so you can really understand who you are, discover what you want, discover what your purpose is, and then start to build the exact life that aligns with what you want and what your purpose is in life.